Hey yo, how you been? I've been good. I've been doing well. In fact, I just want to say I'm at a good place right now. When I say I'm in a good place, I mean mentally, emotionally, and spiritually in my life at the moment, at this time, right now. And I'm saying this because I want to encourage someone, if you're watching, to for your life to change is my life is my life has changed because all because I learned to open up and opening up I mean by expressing what you are going through and because we are here going through a lot of things. Everyone out there, everyone in the world is going through a lot of things: trauma, pain, disappointment, depression, anxiety, and issues of the heart, unforgiveness, bitterness, resentment, and jealousy, rejection, all of that stuff. It messes up your mental stability, and these things have a way of it can really make you sick, and worse, it can make you self-destruct. It can causes people to commit suicide because we've been keeping things to ourselves most of the time, all of the time. And we are social beings, we are human beings, we are social beings. What helps us the most is when we open up and we speak about matters that involves our lives. And this is actually the thing that people avoid most of the time. We don't want to open up, we don't want to speak about things in our life, things that bother us, things that hurt us, things that pain us. But I mean, if we don't speak about things, as a human being, we won't get answers, we won't get revelation, we won't get healed, because opening up helps. It heals you, it delivers you, and like some of us, we don't know many things, and some people don't really consider therapy, but prayer, and also just opening up, speaking to a family. And these are things that are important, these are sources that are important. Our families, they are important. Your pastor is important, your friend, they are important. If you open up and you speak to them about things that bother you, even things about them that you don't like, because of the relationship, you want to maintain the relationship, but a few things about your friend, about your family, about your husband, about your wife, some stuff you just don't like about them. It's not because you dislike the person, but it's just some tendencies, tantrums, all those funny small things. They have the ability to ruin a relationship in the long term, in the long run. So it's better to get these things out of the way, the earlier the better. So opening up, expressing what you go through, expressing what we feel, the dislikes that we have in our lives and stuff like that, it helps us, so that we can, live in a better relationship, families, friendships, companies, business places, matters, just to make life easier for ourselves. So, but actually, I'm saying this, I'm speaking about this with an intention about trying to help someone to open up, because and I'm looking at our what's currently going on in our nation. People that are committing suicide, that are killing each other, and life is just becoming a mess because of people, because we are bottling up things in our heart deep down, and we just cover it up with smiles, we cover it up with jokes, we cover it up with alcohol, we cover it up with drugs. We just brush everything away. And but in the corners, when the lights go off and when we are alone, we fight these battles to ourselves. We fight these battles, mental battles, accusations, voices, in our minds and stuff like that. And these things, they can, overwhelm us, and they can just, control us, to the point where we cannot, resist it anymore and handle it anymore. And then you'll see people, who hurt themselves, cut themselves, some people, commit suicide, and all because, they didn't want to deal with the issue the right ways, in ways where you talk about it, ask someone about it, speak about it, speak out about it, help someone about it. But because we need help, we need to resolve the issue before it gets out of hand. So actually, there's a song that I want to put up later if I'll be able to manage to finish it. It's actually a song composed by my brother Obed, and it's a great song. I love it, and I actually made it my personal favorite. So I want to perform it to you, and I want to put it up. The song is entitled "Open Up," where Judas was with Jesus, and Satan entered his heart, and if he could have opened it up and speak about it, about matters of the heart, it could have been helped. He was with the greatest of all time. His name is Jesus Christ. The healer, the deliverer, the helper. He could have been helped then, but he chose to keep things inside, and then later on he committed suicide. So that's the thing. So we gotta open up, express, because expressing helps and heals us. It saves lives, and that's what I want to put out to you today. And be expecting that song today. I make these songs from my phone. Yeah, I make it from my phone. On my phone I use BandLab, because sometimes we don't really have money for studio time and times like that. But so what I do the best that I can, to mix, and produce the tracks, as best as I can. But to me, really, the most important thing is that I can just push the message. The message is more important to me than all the other things around. You want to know the details of everything about the detail about the thing. So for me, it's important that you get the message, and the message will save you. The message will deliver you. The message will bring peace to you. So the next time you have issues, don't keep it to yourself. Express it, open up, because that is where you find life. And yeah, that's all that I have for you today. I promised you guys that I'll be putting up stuff. I'm still taking time, of course. His phone is running out of storage, all the type of stuff. And I don't have a proper laptop, so even the laptop is for that matter. So it really takes time, to just make good stuff. And so but very soon, I'll be putting up some songs. So you better like and share and subscribe to the channel. It's going to we're going to have a good time together. Yeah. So blessed day. Enjoy the day. God loves you. I love you. Peace out.